guys, it's Tuesday. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Let me adjust this real quick. Okay, so it's Tuesday of Romanceopolyathon. I just got home from work. I'm in the middle of meet cute. I didn't update you guys yesterday because I was like 50 pages into this, so I didn't have anything to say, and I read a lot more at night. So I'm about 120 pages into this. I fell asleep reading, and it's so much more serious than the cover makes it seem. So it tells you he's the guardian of his sister. Well, he doesn't get guardianship of her until like 80 pages in when his parents die. So they're dealing a lot with his grief and his sister's grief, and she has to help out because she's a lawyer. He's an entertainment lawyer and she's a trust lawyer, and so she works with his sister's trust fund, and so now she's taking on that case. And so it's definitely a lot more serious, but I am enjoying it. I'm just obsessed with this cover. I am reading this for my free space for the library, I think, for Romanceopolyathon, and also for a illustrated cover. This could work for red, but right after this I'm definitely gonna pick up Too Hot to Touch by J.C. Burton. This is the firefighter romance for Fire Station on Romanceopolyathon, and this has red, but it also has abs. Today's Instagram challenge is to share a book with abs on the cover. So yesterday was red on the cover, and I shared Jessica Hawkins' Violent Delights, which I just recently got in paperback. I have a video to do soon of a book haul because I have so many new books, but I'm gonna read this soon, which I'm excited for. This comes out in May, so I have to read it this month, and I've been in the mood for like a firefighter romance. I really want to pick up Black Dagger Brotherhood, but it doesn't fit for anything of that I've rolled. So I could fit for my paranormal romance, but I really want to read A Hunger Like No Other, so I'm gonna read that later this week. Tomorrow I also have a meeting after school, so busy week, kind of, but next week's gonna be busier. We're 2 days into testing, so we have 2 more days left to test. And yeah, that's just how life's been going. School's been good. Want to keep on reading. But that's really all I have to share with you. I don't have a lot to share with you during the week on these reading vlogs, so I feel like I'm totally boring. But you guys seem to like them. So I will read more of this. I don't think it's a 5-star read so far, but it did release today on Tuesday, so that's exciting. And I'll get to this. So that's all I have to update you with. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's actually Friday. I have had a really busy week. We had testing, and then I'm planning my Shakespeare week for next week, which is a huge celebration. We do the Shakespeare and we connect it with a theme. So our theme this year is Harry Potter, and it's just a lot of planning going into planning out the week next week. It's only a 3-day thing though, because Good Friday is on Friday, so we don't have school then. We have a 2-hour late Thursday, so we're doing a 3-day event, but it's been a lot of work, so I haven't really been able to update you guys. But I did finish Meet Cute by Helena Hunting, and I gave this 3 stars. It looks like a cute rom-com from the cover, and it's actually really serious, and like she's trying to help him get custody of his sister because their parents died, and then it's their romance, and it's like, oh, he needs to be serious for his sister. He can't let his sister get attached to the girl, and like there was kind of like a twist at the end that I saw coming from the minute that character was introduced on page like 50. So I literally waited 300 pages for the reveal that I knew was coming, so it was really annoying. So it wasn't my favorite, gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, but I did start Hot to the Touch by J.C. Burton. I am 80 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. I just haven't had a lot of time to like focus and read. That's about 2 nights worth of reading, about a night and a half, because I started it the night I finished Meet Cute. So it's cute. She knew him and his brothers from foster care, and so now him and his brothers are firefighters for their adoptive father at their station, and she's living with them because her house burnt down, kind of. It like has a ton of smoke damage. It wasn't actually fire, but it was a lot of smoke. So there's that. Then in guided reading today, I didn't want to bring this to read, so I brought finally Angel's Blood to, yes, that's the title, to and school, and read about 85 pages in 2 periods. So it's super good so far. This is I ended up skipping over this space because I had other things on my TBR to read. So this is my Kick Butt Lane choice, and it's going to be for red on the cover. This is going to be for abs on the cover, and this is going to be for a hand-drawn cover. So there's this. And this can also count for a recommendation from Under the Covers. I'm pretty sure they like the series. Pretty sure. So it's about an angel and archangel and a vampire hunter, and she's being hired by this angel to hunt down something, and it's their romance, and it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying this. So I don't know which one I want to keep on reading. And then I also am listening to Room Hate by Penelope Ward. I'm at that point on Scribd where everything's like blocked for me, so that's the only one of the things that was there that I was like, sure, I don't have anything else to listen to, and that can count as my book with one word in the title, and it's okay. There was like a twist that was thrown in there that I'm really not a fan of, so we'll see. Like, it changed the whole tone of the book, so we'll see how it's gonna go. I don't remember how far in I am, but I've been listening to it in the car on the way home, so I figured I can count that for this readathon. It's not counting for anything for Romanceopoly, but it can count as my one word title because I don't think I'm going to get to Jameson because that's pretty long. I have 4 hours left, so I have 2 hours left of listening because I listened to it on double time speed. But I wanted to show you something I purchased. I'm freaking out. I was super worried because I came home from my Black Dagger Brotherhood event last weekend where I went to the Savior event, the release parties. J.R. Ward did a Q&A. It was amazing. And I was like, I want them all in hardcover. I just like decided it, even though I know it's impossible to get the first few in hardcover. So I was roaming on eBay because I heard like there's good deals on there. And I purchased 9 of the hardbacks for $100. Now, you may think that's like a lot of money, but hear me out. All of these, if I bought them at half price books, they'd be $12. So it was already a good deal. And there was one of these books in that stack that's listed for over $100 everywhere I look. And it was included in that picture and in the listing. And I was like, there is no way this is real. There is no way I'm gonna get these books in good condition for $100 for all of these when the one book by itself is worth over $100. They came today. I have the hardcover of Lover Awakened, which is book 3, which is Zeta's book, which is listed on Amazon, on eBay, on thrift books for over $100. And this beauty is mine for like $12. I'm so excited. The end pages are this light blue and it's just gorgeous. They have daggers on the page numbers and he's just gorgeous, and like it literally looks brand new. There's a reminder mark. Those don't bother me. I'm excited. And then I'm not gonna drop these. Oh my god, I got my 9 books. These are so heavy. Oh my gosh, they were $100 with free shipping. So I'm super excited. So I got books 3. I think this is 4. No, the Fury's book's in 4. I got Butch's book, which is 4. And then I have Fury's book. I don't know. I didn't get Vicious's book, but I can definitely buy that in hardback already. Like, I know I can get that in hardback. So I am just still in awe that I got this in hardback. And it's just so pretty. And I know I wasn't going to because I already own all of them in paperback, but whatever, I wanted them. And the best part about this is that I don't own any of these in hardback. I own the later ones in hardback, so I own The Chosen, The Thief, and The Savior all in hardback. So they didn't include those in this stack, so I was like, I literally need all of these books. And now I do. So I only have to buy a couple more in hardback, and so I can go to half price books and get those maybe if they have them in good condition. So I'm super happy and excited, and I feel like this isn't real life, but I'm just like if you hear about unicorn books, like this series in hardback is my unicorn. And J.R. Ward said they're probably not going to happen. She's going to ask again her publisher, but they say they're not going to sell enough books. That's why they don't want to republish them in hardback. They're crazy. But I just looked and book 1 is on Amazon for $300 and book 2 is on there for $200. So I'm not going to spend $500 on 2 books, but spending $100 on 9 books is like solid, and they're all in such good condition and I'm obsessed. So I'm happy, and eBay can be your friend and not be lying to you. So, and the seller had like a 99% star rating with over 2,000 ratings, so I kind of trusted it. So I'm happy, but I wanted to show that to you because I'm freaking out. But that's all I have. I'm gonna go read and do some stuff today. I have to sew for my Etsy shop. I'll probably share with you some sleeves I've made a little bit later, and hopefully catch up on this readathon though, because I've only read 1 thing and it's already Friday. But I'm in the middle of 3 other things and 2 other ebooks that I have to finish that are not for this readathon. So I've read a lot but not accomplished a lot. So maybe I'll try to finish one of these. I'm loving this though, so I kind of want to finish this before this. So, but I'm reading this really fast, so we'll see which one I decide to read. I probably will just read this tonight because I'm really loving it so far. So I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone. So I just got back from dinner. It's about 6:30. My sister and I went to an early dinner to Olive Garden. We never go out to restaurants. If we ever go out to eat, we just pick it up and bring it home because we want to be with our puppies. But we decided to leave and go to Olive Garden. It was delicious. So I just got back, just put my PJs on, put my hair up. I want to update you real quick. It is, like I said, 6:30 on Saturday, so I haven't really updated you at all during the day today. I am on page 200 in Angel's Blood, and I'm still really enjoying it. I think it's probably gonna be a 5-star read. Totally into the romance. It's super slow burn and like enemies to lovers kind of thing. So she's a dragon, not dragon, I want to say dragon. She's a vampire hunter. He's an archangel. So it's very good. There's vampires in it, and people have been giving it good talk when I post about it on Instagram. So I'm excited about that. I finished listening to Room Hate by Penelope Ward. That book, I gave 2 stars. It was bad. It started out kind of like new adulty. She's a teacher, and her grandmother died and left her half the house and gave it to Justin, who she grew up with, but like something happened and she never talked to him again. She like ran away from him because something happened. The thing that happened was stupid. And I mean, not stupid, but like she could have not run away. And it's their romance, and there's a trope thrown in there that I didn't like. That was half the book, and I feel like it didn't know what it wanted to be, because like the first part was like new adult, and then he became a musician and like was touring everywhere, and she got like super nasty jealous and would like make situations where she would test his fidelity. So she would like show up without telling him. She's like, I should have told him, but I want to make sure he wasn't cheating on me. That's super annoying. And then I already said it's a trope I don't like, so it's kind of like not a spoiler, but kind of is. He drank her breast milk. He liked adding it to his coffee. That's gross. No thank you. And so I didn't like anything about this book at all. It like dragged. The narrator was so bad that like I don't know if it was the dialogue's fault or not, but all the dialogue sounded so awful. And so I think because it was probably not that great of dialogue in the first place, writing wise, when the narrator spoke it was just awful. It was awful. I gave it 2 stars. I had to force myself to finish it for the challenge of read a book with 1 word in the title. So yeah, that happened. I'm gonna finish this today, definitely. I have 140 pages left, though I am gonna watch the new J-Lo movie with my sister. It's finally on Redbox, so we're excited to watch that in like half an hour, but I'm gonna also read this tomorrow. So I'm 80 pages into this, and this is 300 pages, so I should be able to finish this tomorrow. I don't have a lot of plans going on tomorrow, so do that. And then I can get back to Black Dagger Brotherhood next week, because I'm missing it a lot. So that's my plan. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you probably tomorrow. And yeah, these reading vlogs, I feel it's like they're just, yeah, I'll talk to you once a day because I don't have enough content to catch you up on because I'm not like an Uber reading machine like other people are. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it's currently actually Sunday at 1 p.m. I spent the morning reading, and then my sister and I went to the gym. I caught up on some sewing, and so I have some sleeves to share with you that I'm excited for. But it is Game of Thrones premiere today, and I'm so excited, but that's a whole other story. This morning I finished Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. I'm gonna give this a 4-star. It's like a really high 4-star. I really love the romance. I really like how they fell for each other. I do think I didn't feel the love there that they said happened, and so I wanted a little more development out of their romance because it's very much slow burn hate to love, so didn't feel the actual ending of that relationship. But I really like the whole new paranormal world that Nalini Singh built. It's really cool. This is the only angel romance that I've really read and really liked. So this is red on the cover, there's red in the blood title, and this is for Kick Butt Lane. I also have finished Room Hate, which is my 1 word in the title, which I did not read for Romanceopolyathon. After that I read Meet Cute, which is for the library, I believe, because it's a free choice, and that one's an illustrated cover. I'm currently reading my Abs on the Cover book for the Firehouse, I don't remember, Fire Station challenge. I'm not going to get to my last book, obviously it's already Sunday, but I'm focusing on finishing my J.C. Burton Firefighter romance, which I'm excited for, but I'm trying to hurry because I have to run to my parents' house after this because we're Sunday dinner, and then it's Game of Thrones time. It's Sunday night dinner that we do every week at my parents' house. If you didn't know, it's one of my favorite things we do, though I'm at my parents' house more than once a week because my dogs love their dogs and I love my parents, so we're over there all the time. I want to show you some sleeves though. If you don't know, I have a book sleeve shop, and this one is one of my favorites. It's cats with unicorn crowns, heads, things, horns, and rainbows, and no one's bought this in over a week, and I'm just shocked. It has yellow inside. It's super adorable. I have flannel cats with crowns. I have I Love Taco flannel that's upside down, and these like are my favorites. And there's unicorn flannel, giraffes. These have all been in there over a week. I have new ones this week, so I don't know if, oh yeah, and bacon. No one's bought this in like a month, so I think it's super cute. I do have new sleeves going up. This is my fruit one that is I just recently got. I love this one. I have some donuts. This one's my favorite. It's really, really gorgeous flower, and it's sold out every time I've had it up. This is my last one for a while. It's gonna be up there. So my restock is tonight. So once this goes up, I'm hoping to get this vlog up tomorrow, Monday. So check out my shop and see what's still in there. Let me know if you want a restock of anything. These are pandas. This is new. It hasn't been up in the shop yet. One of my other favorites is these cats flannel, and it's so cozy. I love this, and my sleeves are super thick compared to other ones, and so they have a really thick foam so that you feel like your books are actually being protected. And yeah, that's all I have. I have just a bunch of fun sleeves going up, so definitely check out my shop if you had the chance. This is what I do on top of my full-time job of being a teacher and being on BookTube and being on Bookstagram, so I just like to be busy. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to my parents' house. I'm gonna read a lot with my dogs, and I will catch up with you guys tonight and probably close this vlog out. So I'll talk to you all later. Hey guys, so it is Monday evening. It's about 4:30. Just got from school. It was Shakespeare week today starting, so I have my Mr. Shakespeare sweatshirt with one of the buttons I made. We got our shirts in, so I wanted to show that to you. I love them. We always have a student design the shirt, and it's Shakespeare Harry Potter, so everyone could choose their own house color. For Shakespeare week, we always combine like a popular icon thing. So like last year was Dr. Seuss, the year before was Jurassic Park, the year before was Star Wars. So this is our Harry Potter shirt, and our student designed the crest so that they were Shakespeare stuff inside of it for each house. So we have the sword of Gryffindor with like, but it's like not that sword of Gryffindor, it's just like a sword from Shakespeare with roses on it. We have the Hamlet skull for Slytherin. We have like a quill with pen for Ravenclaw. Then a fairy flower crown for Hufflepuff, and then the back says, is the Dumbledore quote, where its words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. And then we have a nice little book stack with the sorting hat that another kid drew. I'm obsessed with them. So I obviously am a Hufflepuff, so I got yellow, and then we have all the other houses, and I'm so excited. So I just wanted to show you guys that because it's like really cool. But this is the last update for the readathon. I did not do so well. I didn't finish this. I have about 90 pages left. It's just okay. There's like not a lot going on, and like they're like they came from foster care together, and they met each other when they were living on the streets, and so the main guy has a lot of issues with that. So it's just okay. I'm more leaning on like a 3.5 star right now for this. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. It's cute. There's just like, there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing like that I'm obsessed with about it. It's just like, it's a nice romance. So I want to give it 4, but then I'm like, sometimes I'm like bored and like just reading it fast. Definitely gonna finish this today. I started reading more of the Shadows today because I was only on page 25, and I'm now on page 120. I listened to the audio of that, and I'll alternate back and forth between reading it and listening to it. So on my way home I was listening to audio of that, and it's so good. So like reading this compared to reading a Black Dagger Brotherhood book, it's like there's no comparison. I'm so into all the Black Dagger Brotherhood books I read, so that's that. So I finished a total of 3.5 books. I pretty much read enough to read 4 books. I mean, I read at the gym every day a different ebook that's taking me forever to get through. I was reading Luna and the Lie, and I'm still on like 30%. That takes forever. I just need to read it like on a normal day and not at the gym, because I get through like 5% at the gym. And I started Red, White, and Royal Blue on an ebook as well, because I have an e-arc, and that's super cute. I'm about 25% of the way through that. That's what I'm reading now at the gym. So none of that was for the readathon though. So I finished not all the challenges. I finished Red on the Cover for Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh, which is my kick butt lane. I finished Meet Cute for illustrated cover, and that was for the library, which is my free choice. Then I remember now, I listened to Room Hate by Penelope Ward, gave it 2 stars. That was not for Romanceopolyathon at all. That was just because I needed a book with a 1-word title. That was awful. I didn't like it at all. and I think is a lot because I read the audio and the audio narrator was awful and the dialogue was awful. This is supposed to be for Firefighter Lane. It's supposed to be abs on the cover. I did not end up reading a new to me author. All of these are books I already own, so I got that. So I don't do well at readathons if you didn't notice, but I still love doing them. So that's all I have for you. Let me know down below if you participated or what you were excited for me to read and what your thoughts of the books I read were. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.